Good afternoon, my friends. My name is Valerie. I'm really trying to understand my life right now. Um, I retired at 62, and with the least, retirement Social Security that you can get, and just trying to figure out what these tariffs mean for my life. Um, I don't have a 401k. There's no savings. There's no nothings. So far I've made it. I've made it work. Um, Thankfully, I own my own place. And, you know, learned how to cook, learned how to freeze things, learned how to still eat well without eating out or going out for entertainment or any of those kinds of things. So, it's working for me. Uh, So far, so good. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, however, I started thinking about these tariffs and what, that could mean for not just my life, but all of us who are retired and really just barely making ends meet. We're not robbing Peter to pay Paul, but any little thing could, take us over the edge. So, what does it mean for us? What does it mean? Will we still be able to buy vegetables? Will vegetables be here from Canada and Mexico? What about clothing? We've gotten accustomed to wearing clothes from China. What does that mean for us? And cheap clothing, inexpensive clothing. What about eggs? Which is, I paid $10 a dozen not too long ago. What about gas, which is on the rise here in Las Vegas and probably across the nation? These things are concerning because our livelihoods are at stake. We should have planned better. I know people who did plan and things still did not turn out in their favor. Um, What do you do when you plan and you put your money in a 401k and that money is now cut in half? You know, I don't know if you can retire, once you're retired and you start getting your 401k check, if it's frozen at a certain amount or it still depends on the stock market. That is a question that I'm going to research. Even though I don't have a 401k, it's still, something that I think it would be good to know. Um, I just decided to start this YouTube channel. This is my first video to really just, get rid of some of this anxiety that I'm feeling. Hopefully, I can channel it into something positive for all of us, where we can take a look and see what things we can do to maintain a you know, somewhat normal lifestyle. Um, what does shopping with coupons look like? That's something I used to do when I was raising my girls. I don't do it anymore. Maybe it's time to bring that back. Um, we'll talk about how to recycle our closets and bring old things that we didn't use forward so that we can recreate our wardrobe without having to make any more um, unnecessary purchases. Also, maybe I need to sell my car. Should I sell my car and start taking Uber? Las Vegas is very friendly when it comes to transportation, especially for seniors. So that is an option to sell the car. So just a few things that we'll consider. We'll go on this journey. I hope to create a community of us just, giving our own little tips and whatnot in the comments, and maybe I'll bring them out in the next video and share what I'm learning with you. And we can just do this together. Um, Certainly, it can't hurt. So I will be seeing you soon. My first video, we'll talk about clipping coupons, and I don't want to sound derogatory when I say that. It's not like I am against coupons. It's just a lot of it's probably easier now than when I was raising my daughters. So we'll talk about that. But you have a great week and enjoy your week and try not to panic. I'm going to try not to panic. And we'll talk again soon. You have a great evening. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.